with this matchup. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, for this challenge, we find ourselves in quarter number 4 with 6 minutes remaining. You're trailing by 2 points. You've got the ball on your opponent's 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. 103 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Saints add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 12, 2:14 to play. The 2-minute warning, that's going to be their only chance to stop the clock, so they'll need to move quickly here on 1st down. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and very short, Garoppolo. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throws towards Ertz. He's got it toward the sideline. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline now for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Finding Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, The Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We begin this challenge in the second quarter with less than 2 minutes remaining in the half. You've got a 14-point lead. You have possession on your own 45-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On first down, Mahomes. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes, fighting through pressure. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.